Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates, and of course today it's all about pumpkins and lots of heart, dear friends. And here we have a tray full of pumpkins, kittens and succulents all planted together in a fun way. Dear friends, if you want to know how this tray decoration works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. These are the things we'll need today for our hut theme decoration. And let's get started right away. We've had a wooden container for quite a while now, but as I said, you don't need to use exactly what we have here. You can really use any other container, whether it's porcelain, metal, zincert, doesn't matter at all. I use this wooden tray again and again, and here too the material really doesn't matter at all. The same goes for the shape. I have a large pumpkin. I also have a small decorative pumpkin here. And in the kitchen, I have two white ones as well. We'll take a look at those in a moment. I picked that up today. Today, I also got some of this local house leek, these beautiful succulents. I thought they were really cool. I think they also go really well with our dried hydrangeas. They were actually super dry now, just a bit in the humidity. And you can really notice that in the blossom. So that's also normal. I have moss balls. And I also have a hot glue gun here today, as well as a trash bag. And that's pretty much it. So I'd say, let's get started. And of course, thank you so much for all the lovely, lovely comments about our new addition to the family, little Charlie. He really is super lively and super active. But now that he's allowed outside a little bit, or for the first time, he's already a bit tired in the evenings and is starting to calm down a bit. But we're really having a lot of fun with him here. And of course, we want to let you be a part of it. And we will do that. But for now, let's get started. I have this trash bag here, and we're going to carefully put it in here first. I'm actually going to use two of them, which will help protect everything a bit. So one is nicely spread out all the way. And now we've already got a bit of a base here. Then I have this round wooden container, which is also really cool if you have a smaller pumpkin, a sauce boat or a soup bowl, and maybe you just place it right in there. With those, I'd actually like to decorate them right here as well. And here you can also add a little extra protection inside. I'll just do that real quick. Here too, I'll take the bag off. And then I take a bit of moss and place it on the side inside my container. Now I've put the moss into my container, and I'm also going to tuck it in at the bottom. That's actually a bit better for the height, so the pumpkin sits up really nicely. Now I'm going to hide my bag a little here, and then I'll just take a closer luno. It's really nicely elevated. But I'm going to add a bit more moss now. I want it to look more natural around the edge. Now I'll take the pumpkin, place it on top, and it's wonderful. That means this combination of wood, natural elements, and more natural touches on top eye. Just always find it absolutely beautiful and a real eye catcher. And the nice thing is, this is an edible pumpkin, so of course it will be used up later as well. We'll make another great dish with it. All right, let's keep going. We still have more moss. Let's really spread it out nicely again, at least on the side. I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to place the succulent in here, but I think more towards the center. And now I'll check again for space, and I think the color is just beautiful. And it's really fantastic too. We'll definitely put these in our front yard later, where we already have a lot of them, and I really like it there too. Here the root system is a bit too much, so I'm just going to break it up a little at the bottom. And now it fits perfectly. Of course, you can still make great use of the soil or just toss it into the garden. That's what I always when we decorate here. That's what happens. Just toss it off to the side. And now I'll just check my second one here to see if maybe we should put it in front. Here I just removed the soil at the bottom, and there are all sorts of bugs crawling around. It's wonderfully moist here. That's exactly how it should be. And now I'll take my moss and nicely fill in all the gaps. I'll also add moss here on the other side. It's not cushion moss. It is actually quite expensive when you buy it, but it's super, super durable. And whether it dries out well or you keep it moist, especially from below, it really lasts incredibly well for a long time. So we have it here in the garden and it's absolutely fantastic. It's alive and yes, lasts a super long time, really durable. Maybe someone remembers Michael had the great idea. It was beautifully decorated here with our wooden board. That was a little duet. It's actually sitting here on our windowsill, but I think these really fit in perfectly here. Especially this white one. I think it looks absolutely beautiful now. I'd really like to include it here and maybe add another white one on the other side. And I actually think the quinces are really cool too. And the shape is just so cute. They also go really well here with the succulents. So I would just place our 3 nativity figures. Here's a greener onerite on top like that. Maybe you remember I swept out front, and for the last decoration I actually wanted to include these mossy branches, but I never got around to it. But I think they fit in perfectly here now. You can just tuck the little branches in anywhere or simply secure them quickly with a hairpin. Exactly just like that, it holds. That's why I'm just going to tuck it in there like this. And Micha just asked, where should it go? And I think we'll put it here in our kitchen. It fits really well with the kitchen vibe, and I think the theme is perfect. I took a little bit of the hydrangea here because I think it looks really cute now. I'm really just using a tiny dab of hot glue here and fixing it up here at the top. On my pumpkin, he actually wanted to do more. I wanted to make a real wreath, but I actually think it's really cute with just this little hydrangea bouquet. If you just add a mossy branch here as well, I think that's already enough. Isn't that enough already? Otherwise, this really does get a bit overloaded, which just occurred to me, something that's always nice as well. If you have some burlap fabric, that always looks nice too. You can put it underneath. It's always a great decorative touch. I just took off 2 little pieces and I'm simply placing them here in front of the pumpkin. Adding them in as well, I actually think that looks really nice. Especially on this side, there wasn't quite as much. And I think you can really make it look as if a hydrangea just broke off and happened to fall there. It's just beautiful. So it's a really lovely, more natural vibe also with the branches that are there. It looks a bit like our garden. When the branches and all the leaves fall down, you could even glue on a few more leaves or some foliage. And you get a natural atmosphere. What I think would be really beautiful now is to add a bit of light in here. And I find that I keep coming back to the string of lights. And now I'm just going to put the battery compartment. I've got a little gap back here just right in there. And now I'm just going to place these little light elements in between here. And take a look. Maybe you also have some stars or, well, there are such great lights out there. String lights. But feel free to check out the link to Verkas in the video description as well. They also have some really great ones in their online shop. And now I'm going to carefully hide the cable here again. And we've done it. We've now carefully placed the string lights in here as well. I think it really fits because it's super simple too. And in terms of the colors, the subtle look of these big lights actually works really nicely in here. It's so dark, it's raining, everything just fits right now. We'll set it up and hope that it brings us joy as well. Of course, we hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. And if so, give us a thumbs up. Or maybe even follow us on Facebook, Instagram or Pinterest. Just subscribe. And there you'll find the link to our website. That's where you'll find the decorative items. So I'm looking forward to decorating with and for you again in the coming days. Of course, together with Micha, the cameraman.
Exactly.
What do you say?
Stay healthy, and we always look forward to the wonderful comments you write.
So thank you very much for that. So stay healthy. See you in a few days. Yours, Conny and Micha. See you then. Bye.